It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up.
Diddy Combs has been denied bail in connection with the sexual abuse and sex trafficking charges he faces. And as Les Trent reports, the music mogul who once traveled by private jet to all those mansions is now in a jail that is notorious for its bad living conditions.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs spent his first night behind bars inside a facility that is being called Hell on Earth. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn is notorious for its appalling living conditions and rampant violence. How bad is it inside this federal lockup? There have been 2 murders, 4 suicides, and numerous stabbings and lockdowns in recent years. It's so out of control inside that 4 federal judges are reportedly refusing to send any more prisoners here. Donald Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, spent a harrowing year in federal custody. He says for someone used to a life of luxury like Diddy, prison life is a severe shock.
You have a desk, you have a plastic chair, you have your bed with a 1.5-inch mattress, no pillow, and you also have a locker. So you basically have 3 feet by 5 feet to move around. So you have a basic 15 square feet. It is a horrible, horrible place.
Diddy's lawyers were so eager to keep him out of jail, they offered his palatial $48 million home in Miami Beach and his private jets as bail. Today, they are even offering to restrict female visitors to his homes, except for his mother, daughters, and the mothers of his children if he is released. They told the judge the jail he was being sent to is dreadful, dirty, inhuman, and an ongoing tragedy.
How's your dad doing? How's your dad doing?
Family members appeared somber as they arrived at federal court in Manhattan today in another attempt to get out on bail. The judge cited Diddy's history of violent temper and potential intimidation of witnesses as reasons for keeping him behind bars. Diddy's former protege, singer Aubrey O'Day, is celebrating Diddy's downfall today. "I feel validated, a win for women all over the world."
Combs has pled not guilty. Those were the only words he uttered in court.
Hey everyone, welcome back to The Guardian File. Today, we've got an unbelievable story about none other than Diddy. Yes, Sean Combs himself. We're talking about how prison life has flipped his whole world upside down.
The story we're tracking, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs on suicide watch at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after 2 judges denied his request for bail. This as a grand jury is expected to hear new testimony from sex
workers. Also hearing that Diddy has a target on his back while he is behind bars here at the Metropolitan Detention Center.
You won't believe the transformation he's gone through after just 6 months behind bars. From a billionaire mogul to struggling with prison conditions, what happened? Let's dive into the shocking details of Diddy's life in prison. Now let's start at the beginning. Diddy was once the king of the entertainment world. He was living it up, throwing lavish parties, making bangers with top artists, and even being involved in fashion and spirits. His net worth soared to an estimated $1 billion. But in September 2024, everything changed when he was arrested on serious charges like trafficking and racketeering. And it didn't stop there. He's even been accused of being involved in Tupac's murder back in '96. Can you believe that? So many eyes are on him, and the stress is through the roof. Fast forward to today, and Diddy's transformation is jaw-dropping. He's almost unrecognizable. People are buzzing on social media, shocked by how much he's changed physically. Insiders report that Diddy, once this fit, charismatic figure, is looking thinner and frailer after just 3 months of prison life at the Federal Detention Center. Imagine going from designer suits and fancy dinners to plain food and grim routines. The effects of prison life are real, and they're hitting him hard. Living in the MDC Brooklyn is no walk in the park. We're talking about bleak, harsh prison conditions. Diddy now wakes up in a tiny cell, isolated from the outside world, facing the realities of life behind bars. He's confined to solitary for 23 hours a day. Forget about his lavish meals. Now, he's dealing with cold, unappetizing food served through a small slot in the door. Rumor has it that prisoners have even found maggots in their meals. That's a far cry from the fine dining he was used to. And hygiene? It's a challenge, with only a few showers allowed each week. The facilities are in terrible shape. It's clear the environment is taking its toll on Diddy. The pressure from his legal battle, combined with the stress of prison life, is weighing heavily on him. During court appearances, he's seen hugging his attorneys for support, and you can feel the tension in the air. Diddy's transformation from the flashy mogul to this shadow of his former self shows just how brutal life in prison can be. This is a harsh prison reality check for anyone who thinks they're above the law. Diddy's days in solitary confinement are physically and mentally demanding. He's kept isolated, having limited interaction with others. It's a shocking twist for someone who was once surrounded by the world's elite. Now, he's alone with his thoughts, cleaning his cell, something he never imagined. High-profile inmates like Diddy often pay hefty sums for protection, but being rich also makes you a target. Diddy's wealth could secure him protection, but also makes him vulnerable. As Diddy awaits trial, the principles of justice weigh heavy. His lawyers describe the conditions he's living in as horrific, emphasizing the mental and physical toll they take on him. We've seen countless celebrity prison stories, but Diddy's situation highlights the stark contrast between wealth and how it translates in prison. He was once the embodiment of success, and now he's facing a fight for his life, not just in the legal sense, but his life in prison. Diddy's rise in the 90s was legendary. He's built an empire from the ground up, but now he's facing unthinkable charges. His legacy has shifted dramatically. Could this be the end for Diddy or a new beginning? Only time will tell. So, what do you think about Diddy's situation? Is this a deserved fate for the king of hip-hop? Or does his wealth and past accomplishments protect him from facing the real consequences of his actions? Life behind bars raises important questions about accountability and reform in the prison system. Let us know your thoughts and feelings about Diddy's transformation, prison life, and everything in between in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and stories like this one. Thanks for watching. This is The Guardian File, signing off. Catch you in the next video.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.